child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear, for I am a child of God. You split the sea so I can walk right through it. My fears are drowned in perfect love. You rescued me so I could stand and say, I am a child of God. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. You drowned my fears in perfect love. You rescued me so I could stand and say, I am a child of God. I am a child of God. Yes, I am a child of God. Yes, I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
For
The story before the story.
Today we're in Exodus, the second book in the Bible.
in the beginning, God created the whole world and everything in it, including people.
But when people turned away from God, the world was broken, and so was our friendship with God.
Still, from the beginning, God had a plan to restore it all.
God chose one man, Abraham, and promised to bless the whole world through his family.
Abraham's family grew to include Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph.
Joseph was sold into slavery in Egypt, but he rose to become second in command of the whole country.
Years later, Joseph invited his family to come to Egypt, where they were saved from the famine.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Colin. Over the years, Joseph's family, the Israelites, grew in number and spread out in the land. But then a new king, or Pharaoh, came to power. He didn't remember Joseph and he feared the Israelites.
If war breaks out, they'll join our enemies, force them to work hard in the fields and build cities.
This was terrible news for God's people. But still, the Israelites grew in number. At last, Pharaoh ordered that all Israelite baby boys must be killed. But one family wasn't about to let their baby son be taken. They hid him in a basket at the river's edge. The boy, later called Moses, was discovered by the Egyptian princess and raised as her own son. When Moses grew up, He tried to protect some Israelite men, but made trouble instead. So Moses ran away to the land of Midian, where he lived a quiet life, until one day.
Moses. Moses.
God called to Moses from the midst of a burning bush. God had heard the cries of the Israelites, and now God wanted Moses to lead the rescue mission.
Who am I that I should do this? Suppose I go to the people of Israel and they ask who sent me.
Tell them, I am has sent me to you. Say to the elders, I will bring you out of Egypt. I will bring you into a land that has plenty of milk and honey.
But what if they won't listen?
God gave Moses 3 signs to show the Israelites, but Moses was still filled with fear. He still didn't feel ready.
Lord, I've never been a good speaker.
I will teach you what to say.
Please send someone else to do it.
What about your brother Aaron? He can speak well. He is already on his way to meet you. I will help both of you speak.
Moses still didn't feel ready, but he knew that God was with him. When Aaron arrived, the brothers traveled to Egypt and told the Israelite elders what God had said. Then they went to Pharaoh.
The Lord is the God of Israel. He says, let my people go.
Now you've got to remember, Moses grew up in the Egyptian palace. He may have even been raised together with the current Pharaoh when they were boys.
Who is the Lord? Why should I obey him?
Not only did Pharaoh refuse to let God's people go, but he made them work even harder. Now the Israelites were angry with Moses too. Moses was ready to give up, but God told him to return to Pharaoh. So Moses showed Pharaoh amazing signs. Still, the king refused to listen. So God told Moses to meet Pharaoh on the banks of the Nile River.
The Lord says, let my people go. But you have not listened.
God gave Moses instructions for Aaron to take his staff and hold his hand over the water. Aaron did exactly as God had commanded, and all the streams and rivers and lakes in Egypt became blood. But Pharaoh refused to believe.
Magic tricks. I won't let you go.
Again and again, God instructed Moses to tell Pharaoh to let God's people go. And over, Pharaoh refused. So God sent frogs to appear everywhere. Then clouds of gnats and flies. After that, all the livestock died, and the Egyptians were covered with terrible sores. Huge hailstones rained down, and locusts destroyed anything that was left. At last, deep darkness covered the land for 3 days. Through all of this, Pharaoh still refused to let God's people go. So God warned Moses of one final terrible plague. At midnight, the firstborn son of every Egyptian family would die. But God gave Moses special instructions for the Israelites.
Each family must kill a Passover lamb. Put some of the blood over the top of your doorframe and along both sides. Then the destroying angel will pass by your homes.
Everything happened just as God had said. The Egyptians were devastated, and Pharaoh called for Moses.
Get out of here. You and the Israelites leave my people. Go!
In the middle of the night, the Israelite families, more than 1 million people, packed up and left. God went ahead of the people, leading them through the desert in a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of flame at night. But they weren't free yet. As they approached the Red Sea, Pharaoh and his army chased after them. It was a desperate situation. The Red Sea stretched out ahead, blocking their way. From behind, the Egyptians thundered toward them. God's people were trapped.
Don't be afraid. Stand firm. You will see how the Lord will save you.
God told Moses to hold out his walking stick over the Red Sea. Immediately, a strong wind arose. It pushed back the waters until a pathway appeared. The Israelites walked right through the heart of the sea on dry ground. But as morning dawned, the Egyptians pursued God's people. As the Israelites reached the far side, though, the waters closed up again. The sea swept away the Egyptian army.
The Lord has saved us.
Even though Moses had been afraid to return to Egypt, he had chosen to trust, and God gave him the courage to lead the people to freedom. The end.
Thank you for joining me today as we learn more about God's love for us and the joy we can have because of Him. Be sure to have your family head to our website at crosspointweb.org/family for information on how to sign up for the Parent Q app. The app gives you many different ideas to connect with the story, along with ways to connect as a family. And don't forget to have your family subscribe to Crosspoint's YouTube channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button too. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.